Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Hey, today we have Matt Zosel. He's the head men's basketball coach, Southern Oregon University. They are the Raiders. Cascade Hoops Talk starts right now. Cascade Hoops Talk, produced in the shadow of the beautiful Cascade Mountains and bringing the world NAIA basketball. One podcast at a time. Hey, we really appreciate Matt Zosel. He saw us at kind of short notice. I was heading down to Ashland for something else and said, hey, Matt, can we sit down for 15 minutes? And when I get there, and it was later in the afternoon, and he stuck around and was very, very gracious, and I appreciate it. So if you remember, they got to that Final 8 in Kansas City last year. Very good showing in the postseason for them, and they've got so much coming back. You'll hear Matt and I talk about this, I think, when the voting comes up in the Cascade Conference. They'll probably be voted the favorite. He debated that with me a little bit, but I'd be surprised if I didn't see that. Everybody else is just kind of rebuilding this season in the conference, so they're definitely going to have a target on their back. Great guy. I really enjoy him. Matt Zosel is a very, very nice man. I appreciate his time. Let's take a listen to Matt Zosel, head men's basketball coach, Southern Oregon University.
Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. I'm here with Matt Zosel, head men's basketball coach, Southern Oregon. We're in his beautiful office. You can see how good NAIA basketball coaches have it made. I had to walk outside because I changed my mind about something, but
well, a lot of
you're just lap of luxury here at Southern Oregon, right?
It is. This is nice, but I've always been a minimalist. I mean, CK's office is beautiful, like you'd expect.
Well, I appreciate you giving me a little bit of time. I did, I was just telling you before we started on the last minute I got a hold of you. I knew I was coming down, cover this volleyball game, and I thought, well, I'm not going to go down there and not talk to Matt. So
yeah.
So you just started as we were recording this. I think you just completed your second day of practice.
Oh, we haven't actually started yet. We don't start school till like the 26th.
Oh,
so we're going to start on the 22nd.
Okay.
So we have some guys here, and it's been hard to do open gyms, but we've got a few open gyms in. But
okay,
yeah, our freshmen can't even get here into their dorms until like.
Well, that makes it a little tough.
Yeah. So I'm a little jealous of all these people. Like, oh, the guys are back. We're practicing. We're doing this stuff, and we'll just be a little later this year. So.
Well, let's take a minute and talk about last season. Early on, you were just kind of blending this team together. I guess that's probably not the right word, but you stumbled a little bit early in the season, mid-season, and you guys really got it together at the end of the year. You got into playoff basketball. You won the round of 32, got to Kansas City, won a game there, which I've always thought that was really important to get a team to the playoffs and deep in the playoffs. Because I think the first time you go, you learn so much. What do you think it meant to this program to get that deep?
I think it meant a lot. And I think with so many guys returning, I definitely think there's a hunger and a seriousness that, like now when we talk about, we need to be more physical or we need to execute with more force. It's like the guys know exactly what we're talking about. They know the difference in the officiating, the difference in the physicality. And it's just a little easier to see how practice translates, to see how workouts need to translate, to see where the weight room translates. So I think it'll be really helpful for us with so many returners.
I think the physicality is usually one of the biggest surprises to teams who haven't made it deep.
Yeah. And obviously the Cascade's a really good league, a great league the last few years, but it is a little less physical, I think, especially the middle and bottom teams. I think, C of I really stands out with their physicality and it shows,
There's a lot of, everybody always talks about the difference in playoff basketball. I've been around NAIA basketball my whole life, but, just with your experience last year, I'm curious, when you get to that first round, that first game, the game changes. Does it continue to amp up as you get deeper? Do the games get a little more physical, a little tougher, or is it's tougher in the playoffs all along?
Yeah, I mean, for us, I think it is an advantage having the familiarity with the back-to-backs. Like,
Oh yeah,
we really, we were really ready to go against Montana Tech. I mean, anybody that watched that game knows probably, hey, we played about as well as we could play. I mean,
yeah,
we made every pass, made every shot, like just, we just played well. And then our guys were kind of like almost expecting an ugly one with Masters because it's like, oh, we know how Saturday games are. Like we know how hard it is to play that second night, and that neither team plays well.
right.
And that I think the first half we shot like 71% against Montana Tech, and we just knew that wasn't going to be the case. Like, so when it was 24-28 at halftime, we were like, yeah, this is what we expected. Like we expected an ugly game where both teams are a little bit emotionally and physically drained from the night before. As far as it ramping up, I mean, it's certainly getting to Kansas City is like a whole different, beast. And I think that it's always good in those type of situations to get comfortable with the logistics and the best way to prepare. And, you still second guess yourself. Like I just thought we were a little like missing short a lot against Freed Hardman. Just looked like we'd run out of gas. And then you got the whole summer to think about like, oh, what could I have done differently?
That's tough. Huh?
Getting us, to maybe perform a little bit better. And then it's just like you watch them and they're like, man, they're really good. Like,
So you look back at last year. I really don't want to get into rosters. You haven't even had a chance to practice yet, but you've got Joe coming back, Jahala.
Yeah, I think this is the best thing about this year is we're going in knowing exactly what we have. We've never had that. Like we had, Eton Collins and Kassan Rouse. We've had different guys during the year that we were adding mid-season, and I think it was harder than what I expected.
Threw off your chemistry a little bit. I think.
Yeah, just it's just different, and all those guys were just awesome kids, but it just took them a little while to like get going. And I think this year with 11 returners, both of our all-conference guys coming back, I just think we should hit the ground running. And it's like probably why I'm a little less nervous about getting a late start. And one, I know like how like we have the best leadership on this team. I mean, a guy we don't talk about a lot is Jack Klumock. Him and Bryce are the two best leaders I've ever had on the same team. And I just know what those guys like do all summer. I mean, I just know that they're so dialed in that I expect that we'll really hit the ground.
Yeah.
But yeah, Joe's going to be a huge piece. He really played well at the end of the year.
Yeah, that's what I wanted to ask you about. You were talking about that Masters game. Joe Jahala is a guy, in my personal opinion, I think he's one of the most athletic guys in the conference. I've always been awed by his physical ability. I always thought he was struggling to hit his potential. And to me, and I'm like your opinion, I thought in that Masters game, he like came to life.
Oh, yeah.
And I mean, I saw a whole new Joe Jahala through the rest of the playoffs. He is so much talent to draw on, doesn't he?
He does. I mean, he's exactly what you wanted to post. I mean, he's a great roller rim threat, but he also shoots the heck out of the three.
Yeah,
so it's just a real pain in pick and roll because, if you switch him, you're dealing with 240 pounds down on the block. And if you don't switch him, you have a really 40% three-point shooter hoisting threes. So he's got to be really good for us this year. He's got to be really good, and he will be. I mean, he's a great kid, and it's just really come together for him, just the feel, like his feel for the game. And not even feel for the game, just feel for the way I like the game.
Yeah.
He's really, all in and playing.
Yeah.
He's going to be really good.
Yeah. You talked about having all these guys coming back. I've talked to a couple people. I think since the first time you've been here at Southern Oregon, you're coming in with the big target on your back. I mean, usually it's College of Idaho.
Yeah.
College of Idaho won the national championship, but they completely rolled over. Oregon Tech has completely rolled over their roster. Eastern has brought in a ton of new guys. Now, these teams have all had unbelievable recruiting seasons, but coming in, a lot of people are going to be saying Southern Oregon's the team to beat. Talk about that.
I mean, it's hard for me to ever pick anybody other than C of I when the way they've rolled through
That's
things
true,
recently.
yeah.
But I do, your point is well taken. I'm sure Colby's like, what are you talking about? We lost, a bunch of guys to D1, or graduated a bunch of guys. Like, of course you're the favorite. We're going to embrace it. We have high expectations, and the one thing I know about this group is like, we're not too concerned about what we are early in the season. And, we weren't last year. It's like, we were a little better than people thought in the preseason, and then a little worse than people thought when league started. And then it never changed what we thought about ourselves. Like, we thought, okay, we're going to be good at the end. And we were. And I think with this group, there's probably a little more pressure to be good early and try to, really have a great year. But, there's no gimmies on our preseason schedule.
No,
we're on the road nonstop again. And, if we could easily have a losing record going into conference. I mean, with as tough of teams as we play. So I do have a lot of confidence too, knowing that like our guys will weather that and keep the eyes on just getting better.
Exactly. Before I let you go, we're going to wrap up here. I don't know if about you. I'm going to go across the hall here and watch this volleyball game.
Me too.
OIT,
me too.
Southern Oregon. For fans across the country, I talk about it a lot because I grew up in this rivalry. I don't care what the sport is. Oregon Tech, Southern Oregon just has a special feel, doesn't it?
It definitely does. I mean, it's one of the cool rivalries in the country, and obviously being so close to Justin, it's it's fun to be able to compete with your friends, and like we recruit the same type of guys. We recruit Oregon, we recruit the area, and so the way the fans get into it, it's just pretty cool that we're tipping off a non-conference game with them.
Yeah, that'll
to start the season.
I can't wait for that.
I hope
it'll be fun to watch the volleyball, but I can't wait for the basketball.
Yeah, it's hard for me to. I mean, I like Josh Rolfing, our volleyball coach, is just another great friend, awesome guy, and they're kind of going through it this year because he had that good team last year, but they graduated everybody. So he's got a really good young team and is going through the pain of close loss after close loss after close loss. And it's like, dude, you're going to get somebody. Like you're going to keep getting better. You're going to get somebody.
And both these teams need a win really bad.
Yeah.
This is going to be
it's going to be a good one. So
Matt, I really appreciate you.
Always appreciate you too. Yep.
I'll see you. If I don't see you before, I'll see you on October 24th.
Yep.
That's Matt Zosel. He's the head men's basketball coach, Southern Oregon University. Thank you.
Hey, thanks a lot to Matt Zosel and to Southern Oregon. I tell you, they were very gracious, finding a place for us to sit down and kind of letting me linger around until I could get Matt. Anyway, I appreciate the hospitality from Southern Oregon while I was at their facility. And again, thanks to Matt Zosel, really a stand-up guy. Hey, tune in tomorrow. Cascade Hoops Talk just keeps on rolling. And if you know a coach that we haven't reached out to, maybe it's because I can't get a hold of them, have them just send me a note on Twitter is the easiest way, on the X. Have them send me a DM or contact them and, have them send me some type of message. I want to get everybody on. This is Billy D, and we'll talk to you tomorrow. Thank you very much for supporting our podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.